Like, do you think it's really necessary to go to the language school if you want to speak Japanese?
Yeah, I definitely think that it's the best way because there are many foreigners who live here for many years and they don't speak any Japanese.
That's
They
true,
think
yeah.
they can learn themselves, but
で寮では日本全国からの生徒が集まってたんですから、いろいろと表現がもう混ざってて。
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Takashi from Japan. Today I'm going to interview foreigners in Japan. What's it like being an international student in Japan? Now the border of Japan is still closed, but still there are so many foreign students in Japan. I interview students in Japanese language school and like does it really help to learn Japanese, and I also interview students in Japanese university and then like about their life in Japan and about their future. I hope this video will be informative and help people who want to be a student in Japan. Okay, let's find out today. On my channel, I interview Japanese people and foreigners in Japan, so it's the best channel for anyone who wants to come to Japan without traveling or living. And you can also learn Japanese here. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. And on my Instagram, I show my daily life in Tokyo and share information about Japan. So if you haven't followed yet, please follow it too. Okay, let's get started. Okay, thank you for your help. Where are you from?
I'm from Ukraine, Kiev.
Ukraine, Kiev.
Yeah.
How long have you lived in Japan?
It's gonna be 3 years soon.
3 years?
Yeah.
What brought you to Japan?
I came to study. I go to Bunka Fukusogakuin and I also work as a model.
So I'm gonna ask you about being international student
Okay.
in Japan. 文化服飾大学
Bunka Fukusogakuin.
すいません文化服装学院 I think it's Japanese university,
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
Japanese university,
right?
yeah. There are lots of other students from Asia, mostly China or Korea, but people from Europe, it's very rare.
Oh, it's really
Yeah, so
necessary to speak Japanese there.
yeah, it's all classes in Japanese. So.
Oh. Like, how did you do it? Like,
Well, I went to a language school first, so I studied Japanese from zero for a year and a half. And then I graduated that school and I started going to Bunka right away. It was pretty basic. I just was going every day, 4 hours a day, and they were teaching only in Japanese, so I kind of had to learn. So it was all right, but I didn't like to be among all other foreigners there at all times.
why?
But I don't know. I just didn't like vibe with them too well. Because they're really different people and from different countries. I don't know. I like Bunka much more.
Like, do you think it's really necessary to go to the language school if you want to speak Japanese?
Yeah, I definitely think that it's the best way because there are many foreigners who live here for many years and they don't speak any Japanese.
That's
They
true,
think
yeah.
they can learn themselves, but it's way too hard to, push yourself.
About fashion school,
Yeah.
now you go to.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to go to that university?
I actually went to fashion school in England for a year. I studied fashion design there, but it wasn't like a famous school or anything, but I wanted to go to a really, really good school. And since Bunka is in top 10 fashion schools in the world.
In the world?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I really want to go specifically there.
Yeah, even me, I know the
Yeah.
school, so I guess it's famous.
Yeah. I mean, my major is global fashion business. So in first year, we just studied basically the entire industry, starting with styling to creation to marketing to business, everything. But basically, we're just like making projects with real clients, like the one who rents designer bags, or we also did some projects with select shops here in Tokyo. So it's mostly very experience based. So you actually try, yourself in the industry.
I want to ask you about like cost of going to school. Yeah, like was it expensive?
It's cheaper than in Europe and definitely cheaper than in America, but it's
Really?
fine. Yeah, it's not that expensive. I think it's about like $10,000 a year, so it's good price, I think, in comparison.
Thank you so much. Last question, do you speak Japanese?
Yeah, I speak Japanese.
1年半で喋れるもんなんですよ。
うん
結構他の人聞いた時なんか3、4年かかる人とかもいたりして、1年半で。
日本語学院に通えば全然なんかできると思います。
本当です
なんか1年半でもなんか希望さえがあれば何でもできると思います。
なるほどなるほど。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Thank you for your help. Where are you from?
I'm from Peru.
Peru. How long have you been in Japan?
1 year.
Oh, what brought you to Japan?
COVID.
COVID? Like, can you explain a little bit more?
Well, I was living in Spain and my parents moved to Japan, and then the situation was really bad over there. So I came here for holidays and then I was like, oh, here in Japan the situation is way better than other countries. So I enroll in a Japanese school in order to stay.
I want to ask you about being a student in Japan. You're a student, right?
Yes. So I'm a language student. So I'm studying Japanese in a Japanese school. There are like a lot of schools around Shinjuku, Takadanobaba. It's a school that my friend recommended me, and most of the people come from outside of Japan. They come specifically to study Japanese.
Does it really help learning Japanese in a Japanese language school? Does it really help?
Well, yes. In my case, no.
No?
Because we have class from 9 to 12, almost 1, so we have like a lot of hours of Japanese. But then the ideal will be you go somewhere or meet people and try to practice your Japanese. So now, for example, I know the grammar, I know the verbs, I know how to make a sentence, but I don't know how to speak because I don't really speak Japanese with Japanese people.
So in terms of speaking, it doesn't help that much?
Well, right now, not really, because we've been doing online class because of COVID.
Oh, right.
So we can barely speak, and actually when you learn a language, the best way is start speaking with people. But now, I guess during the pandemic, it was really hard to go out. And sometimes it's really hard to make friends when you don't speak the same language. And if they speak English, you end up just speaking in English.
Oh, right. Japanese language school, every student from foreign countries, right?
Yeah.
So is it difficult to make Japanese friends? Is it difficult to practice speaking English, Japanese?
With Japanese people? Or
Yeah, with Japanese people and like a real conversation.
Yeah, it is. I mean, at least for me, if I know they speak English, I would just start speaking English because I really want to like to meet the person, no? Actually, I really think you have to be really motivated for Japanese because it's really hard. Don't give up when you think you cannot do it. Actually, that's something that I say to myself even if I'm not able to speak. But I'm like, don't give up with that.
Was it expensive?
I think like the whole year it's like around $10,000.
Okay. Last question. Do you speak Japanese?
No.
No?
I can understand it, but I cannot speak it. Like, I don't know. I can't. I learned a lot, but I was still super shy to speak. And that's my main problem. I know that I can understand the conversation, I can read, but I really have problems speaking.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. ありがとうございます。Okay, thank you for taking time. Where from?
I'm from Turkey.
Turkey?
Yeah.
How long have you been in Japan?
It's been 8 months. Actually, I came here with a scholarship program. It's called Mixed Undergraduate Program. I came here to university here.
University.
Yeah.
Okay. You're international student in Japan, right?
Yeah.
So, and then you came to Japan during COVID, right? So, I want to ask you about, like, before coming to Japan, like, what did you prepare for it?
Exchange program, and I knew that like Japanese people doesn't know English, so I studied Japanese before I came here. Actually, I came in a Corona period, but since I was a government invited student, they just allow me to come here. Now I am in Tokyo University of Foreign Studies. In my program, we just study 1 year for Japanese, and after that we just go to another university for our major. My major is economics, and I will go to Kobe University from next year.
Also, you're gonna move out Tokyo in few months?
Yeah.
Oh, then you're gonna go to Kobe.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool.
I'm pretty excited because like moving is very hard here.
Have you been there?
No.
Oh, really?
I haven't been there, but like my home in Turkey is very similar to Kobe. Around the city there's mountains. I heard that Kobe is like that too.
Yeah.
So I hope maybe Kobe is similar to my city. So.
Okay, the last question. Do you speak Japanese?
はい。
喋ります？
お願いします。
高校行ってるっすもんね。
はい。
日本の。
はい。まあ大体高校で日本語学んだんですよ。
どんぐらいであれですか？行きました？
私はいた時は大体日本語分かってたんですよ。
あ、そうなんですか。
でそこで喋るのなんか練習になっ ていろいろと喋るようになりましたし、でも一つ問題だったのはですね、私は寮生だったんです。で寮では日本全国からの生徒が集まってたんですから、いろいろと表現がもう混ざってて。
日本ってすごい方言のあれが多いですよね。
はいはいはい、そうです本当に。で私のそういう姿を見た友達は、標準語で喋ってくださって、すごいなんか助かったなと思います。はい、
なるほどなるほどなるほど。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Okay, thank you for watching so far. How was it? That was interesting. And from next video, I'm gonna upload a video filmed in Kyoto. When I upload it, please watch it too. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, click like button. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any question you want me to ask people in Japan, please leave the comment too. See you next time.